This is really,
Another one?
yeah, I think I might regret this.
Okay, why do me?
Why do you?
No, I mean, give me
I've
the
asked
why
that
do.
question for 27 years. Why do you? Is that like fill in the blank? Why do you? Don't leave that open-ended for me, because there's a lot of things that I don't know why you do. A lot of things. Anyways.
That's what keeps life interesting. So
Okay.
pose your question.
Yeah, so why do, ready?
Yes, I think
Why do men forget how to be romantic?
Oh, interesting.
Why do men
Why do
forget
men?
that? What is your thought?
My thought
About
is
why do-
kind of, I want to say sexist, is that once you get the catch, once you get the girl,
Mhm.
you think you got her, so you don't need to do anything else.
Mhm.
Has been what I've heard from people.
Yeah.
I would have to say, however, I will clarify, that you were not like that. You were very romantic most of the time.
So that's why I asked the question, because I don't understand my species. My species, it's like they recall somewhere in the very distant past
Y'all suck.
they were romantic. But all of a sudden, they ain't got a romantic bone in their body. They don't know nothing. And I think that why do men forget how to be romantic is, I think they become habituated to their thinking.
Yeah.
And they don't realize, man, truly being romantic and keeping things fresh and alive isn't necessarily for my partner's benefit, but it's to my benefit. You know, anybody can become very habitual.
Yes.
Yes, I did not need you to comment
In
about
all
that.
forms of
Yeah.
life.
But I know that about myself, so what I really strive to do is, I don't strive to do it, I just recognize when I start becoming very comfortable and habitual, that's when I get bored, that's when I get dissatisfied, and that's a sign, stretch beyond what it is you're comfortable with, right? If I'm willing to stretch beyond, if I'm willing to be curious, hey, I'm curious about what it's like to do West Coast swing dance. I'm curious about that. Okay, when I enter that curiosity zone, that's when I think the romantic part appears, right? Because I'm willing to go where no man has gone before.
And that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
We are really horrible dancers. That's what we learned. However, we had a blast.
Yeah.
And I think that it doesn't have to be something where you're going, away, or you're making dinner or something like that. Being romantic can be very little things, like when you put a fresh towel out for me when I'm in the shower, or turning down the bed, or making the bedroom smell good, or it can be getting me a cup of coffee in the morning. You should do that more often, because I always do that for you every morning.
Yeah.
Plus your scones.
Don't count on it.
Then I clean it up.
Okay.
And then I give you your breakfast. You're very
Yeah.
spoiled. But it can be little things like that that help in bringing romance. And I think it's just not romance, it's showing your partner that you really care about the little things. Life is not just about the big moments, but really I think your romantic relationship is really comprised of all the little things.
Yeah.
Telling your partner that they look good, telling your partner that you appreciate
But
them.
as time progresses, our brains believe that time has progressed. No, time starts now.
Yeah.
Every
day's a fresh
single day is a fresh day.
Yeah.
And if if all you're doing is buying day old bread, and you got used to day old bread, you're forgetting what fresh bread is like. Fresh bread, when you go
Yummy.
into a good bakery and they're baking fresh bread, the smell is amazing. Day old bread don't smell like that,
No.
right? Every single day is a day to start something new, or recreate something, branch out, but taking it for granted and realizing, it's always been there, it's always going to be there. So I think that romance, to me, the word is about keeping things fresh and alive.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw you under the bus, but it's a good throw under the bus.
Okay.
Is it can be something that's very small. It doesn't have to be something that costs a lot. I liked how I caught you in your desk drawer all the cards that you had bought at one time at the Dollar Tree, and you store them in your desk. So then when the mood hits you, you leave a really nice card on my desk or in my car, just because. And I think that is, very romantic and very nice.
And do you know that when I go to that drawer and I show men, hey, guys, you know what? You can go to the Dollar Tree, and guess what? You can get 2 cards for $1. So really, that's like 50 cents a piece. And it doesn't matter what the card says. I'm giving you cards that say Happy Bar Mitzvah or Happy Quinceañera or I'm sorry for your loss. It doesn't matter what the card says.
It's
really what's inside. It's really what I write inside.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And when I bring out that big stack of cards and tell men about it, they're like, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. Oh my goodness, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Well, most people were thinking, well, let's go on a cruise or let's go away, let's take a vacation.
And it's
a vacation should be every day. A vacation should be every minute of the day. That's what it should be. That's romantic. Romance does not have to involve a ton of planning.
No.
Right?
It's better when it's not really planned.
Yeah.
Because everything that I've ever done that's kind of like a big surprise that you've never known, like when I kidnap you, I think that's when you have the most fun and when you're the most at ease is when you're just surprised.
Yeah. So why do men forget how to be romantic? I think it's because they've taken a lot of what it is they have for granted. And I really believe, especially during this time of lockdown, where we're just together 24/7, it's easy to take things for granted. But if you really want to make every moment count, realize all of the things that you have that you could be thankful for. And highlight those, frame those, underscore those, italics those, bold those, and share that with your partner. Because that's what's truly romantic.
You know what I just realized?
I don't know.
We've been in lockdown for 25 years that we've worked together every day. Wow. It's a long lockdown.
27 years. We've been married 27.
But we've only worked together 24/7 for like 25.
Yeah, and I think that's cool because every day has never seemed like the day before.
Yeah.
And it's never been a problem. People say, well, how do you do that? Because I've never thought about it as being 27 years. I've always thought about it as I get to spend today with you.
Yeah.
I get to spend this moment with you. And that's why it doesn't even seem like 27 years.
And I'm like, oh, that's really odd. But
right.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
There you go. That was a good one.
That was a good one. I'm glad that you are here. Everybody else, hey, this is about the embraced life. And this topic was kind of about the importance of embracing life, which is where people can find us on embraced.life. And we created this to kind of help people realize that, man, we don't need to solve problems in order to embrace the life that we have. So, like and subscribe and follow us. We're plastered all over the social media world regarding our Patreon, which is where people can get a lot more in-depth stuff, and it's kind of like for me, Patreon is like, pulling off the side of the road and a vista point and sitting down with us and having an intimate conversation, right? Versus let's just stay on the super highway of social media. Hey, pull off the side of the road and check us out on Patreon. Glad you guys came.
A lot more.
Yeah, check out our podcast for people that just want to hear our voices and not see our faces. Glad you guys tuned in.
Thank you.
See you later.